There's still some over there. I kind of want to get to that. But let me see. Let me see. Let's try to burn as much as we can. I bet if we cut this log. Yeah, okay, so we could probably find the axe to the other place on the other side. And then they'll both, like, link up, right? That's my theory. Do you like green tea? Yes! I tend to prefer, like, a milk tea, personally. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of just, like, water and tea. But I do like myself some green tea. Maybe it's a bit weird that I put it in milk, but I use almond milk because I have like a dairy intolerance. I also like Earl Grey. I really like Earl Grey, and sometimes if I'm excuse me, if I'm really feeling a little special or anything like that, I'll get like a. It's not masala chai. It's like a chai mix though that they sell at our local store. I like fruity teas since they're kind of sweet, but man, my whole tea box is filled with only green tea right now. I can't look at it anymore. It makes me sad. Oh no. Not a big fan of green tea, huh? I can't have like the same tea over and over. I understand that. Like you need a little break. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do like me some Earl Grey. That one I don't mind, but like green tea I have to take a break every so often. Anyway, we've hit the big fireplace. There's a lot of fire here. I can't think of anything that would make it better. I'm sure there's like some mix or something that would make the matcha taste better. Have you thought well, I mean, maybe it'd work. Listen, I know there's like matcha cocoa, right? I'm okay with them when I'm sick, otherwise I need to drink them with honey. I'm suddenly thinking about it now. I'm kind of wondering if matcha and like hot cocoa would work together. Like, one of the people I hang out with recommended me try hot chocolate with my coffee once, and it tasted really good. And now I'm thinking of the matcha with the same thing. That sounds like it does sound cursed, but I really like the coffee with hot cocoa mix. It actually tasted really good. It's probably not healthy, but like I can't really drink coffee a lot, and I usually have to have it sweet anyway. And it's a lot easier than just like mixing up a bunch of chocolate syrup or like whatever. It's a lot easier than that. So like if I'm having like a really sore throat morning or something like that, I just kind of slap that together. But it does sound weird. Now I'm kind of curious about the matcha. I mean, I've heard of like chocolate matcha cakes or something like that. I'm wondering if maybe it could work. Anyway, you guys need pets. You want a bowl? I still haven't found the bowl. Is it like 50-50 coffee and hot chocolate? No. So the way that I learned how to do it was like you just pour like your cocoa mix in it, and then you pour hot coffee on top of it. So like whatever cocoa mix that you use, just pour like that in there. Yeah, they're just chilling. Yeah, they're just chilling. The koalas are, but yeah, you just pour the hot coffee, pour your hot coffee onto like some cocoa powder, or like vice versa, pour the coffee in, and then like put the cocoa powder into it. That's it. That's it, and it works. Like sometimes I have to add like a little bit of sweetener. It kind of depends on like the cocoa powder that you use. But like, she convinced me and a few other people to try it, and it's not bad. Again, it kind of just depends. Just staring at me with those big old eyes. With a concerned, I don't know if those are eyes of concern or Listen, it's not even the weirdest recipe. Who am I to judge? Listen. Not. It's not the weirdest recipe I've ever heard. I put salt on my watermelons when I eat. That's not even. What do you mean? Makes them sweeter. That's not even weird. That's not even weird. That's common around here. That's like one of the most common things I've seen around here. That's not even weird. You want to know what's weird? Have you ever seen a bugle, like the corn chip bugles? It is, yeah. Salt on watermelon is very common around here. Like my folks love it, like that. And I know a lot of people put salt on there. Nah, people look at me funny. Are you from the U.S. by any chance, or are you from a different country? Because like in the U.S., like especially in the countryside, it's so common around here to put salt on it. Like, I didn't think it was that uncommon in other places. Germany? Oh, okay. That explains... yeah, in the U.S., putting salt on your watermelon is, like, super duper common. Like, it's weirder if you don't put salt on it. I've learned something new today. I didn't even realize that was, like, a cultural thing. yeah, salt on watermelon is, like, very normal. Listen, I'm not a big fan of watermelon. Like, I can't really taste it that well, so it just kind of doesn't taste like anything to me. But, like, most of the people around me just use salt on watermelon all the time. So, yeah, that's normal. You're fine. But I don't know, there is a chip, there's like a corn chip brand. It looks like a little horn, and it's called a bugle. And, my uncle introduced it to us after seeing it on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, they probably saw an American do it. They were probably watching an American do it on YouTube. But my mom will eat like that, or like any kind of corn chip. They'll put it in a bowl and they'll put buttermilk on it, and I don't know how they like it so much, but it's a thing. It's a thing in my area. They're not the only ones that do it, but like corn chips with like buttermilk, and they eat it like cereal, and I don't understand it. It's like, it tends to be like with the older people around here. But it's so disgusting looking. And it smells gross, it tastes gross to me. But like, they love it. And I don't get it. I don't see a lot of people liking it now, but like I know quite a few of them do. It's so weird. But yeah, salt on watermelon, that's different. I always take his recommendations with a skeptical look, plus he's the type that puts bacon on his cake. Bacon on his cake. Now hang on there. This man sounds really smart. hang on a minute. What kind of cake though? Is it like vanilla cake or German? Like I feel like there's a context missing here. What kind of cake? What kind of cake are we talking about here? Because like I've seen like chocolate covered bacon before. Last time it was a chocolate fresh cheesecake. I'm not necessarily against that. The cheesecake kind of makes it weird. Yeah. So there are like specialty stores in the US that sell like chocolate covered everything, and like lately they've been doing chocolate covered bacon and chocolate covered like potato chips. I've seen those around too. They experiment with a lot of different flavors. I think I've seen chocolate covered peppers before too, but don't quote me on that. I think that was a thing. That would probably make me gag. I've tried the chocolate covered chips. I've tried those before. Those are actually really good. That'd probably make you gag. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the bacon myself. I feel like that's a bit too far. But I think it also just depends on like how greasy. I feel like you would have to really dry out that bacon. The chips are sold in grocery stores here. Yeah, I really like the chips. The chips are really nice. But we have a lot of. I don't know if you've ever seen like some of the weird like the county fair food that are sold like in the U.S. because we have a lot of weird like fair foods around here. They're pretty decent. Yeah, they sound good. Like the ones that I've had, they were pretty good too. But I don't know if you heard of like the deep fried everything that like the U.S. loves to do. The U.S. loves our fair fried everything. We like deep fried everything in like all of our like little country fairs. That's kind of what we're known for, deep frying everything. I think the most famous ones are like the deep fried ice cream and then the deep fried butter balls. And it's literally what it sounds like. It's literally a ball of butter that's been frozen, and then they deep fry it. And I know that's still sold in certain fairs. And then there's also like the deep fried Oreos. I know those get sold around here a lot. I don't know anybody that sells like the deep fried ice cream or the other stuff. I am missing some stuff, and I don't know where they're at. I feel like deep fried ice cream goes against the laws of physics. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. But I've heard it's really good. I've heard it's really good, but like you have to really freeze up that ice cream before, and you put it in like a really you put a lot of batter on that thing before you fry it up. So it's not like ice cream that you just got out of the store and then you slap it into the fryer. You have to like really like almost like perma freeze it. It has to be like super duper cold. It's the same way that you do with the butter too. Like I don't know, man. I don't think I would ever eat like butter. I don't know how I feel about like butter just by itself. Like I feel like fried up butter as a ball and eating it like that is just like an insult to like God or something like that. Like I'm not a religious man, but I feel like that's an insult somewhere. Like raw butter, not raw butter. It's like processed butter. But yeah, you roll it up into a ball, you freeze it, and then you fry it. Yeah, I don't think it's very common. I think only a few county fairs sell that. Get out of here with these demonic rituals. Listen, there's some weird stuff. I think my least favorite food. I don't think it's like a. I'm assuming there's certain fairs that sell this, but like the ice cream. The cotton candy ice cream burritos are still like a demonic entity in my mind. I hate those things so much. Like every time I see them, I'm just like disgusting, nasty. I can't stand you. I hate that you exist. I hate your very existence I hate that you exist. The idea of like a burrito made out of, and like the shell is made out of like. The burrito shell is made out of cotton candy, and then it's filled with ice cream and then sprinkles, and that's what we're selling as a burrito. And I'm just like, no, it's terrible. That's just a mess. And people sell it for like aesthetics, and I'm just like, it's going to melt in like 5 seconds. You're not even giving them like a plate or a bowl or anything. You're just expecting them to eat it. I hate it. I hate it so damn much. I hate quirky food. I need like proper real food. I feel like I should avoid these fairs if I ever been. No, most of them's good. Like the funnel cakes and stuff like that are still traditional and still sold a lot. How did I feel like I missed so much. Oh my gosh. Like there's still a lot of good traditional stuff too, but every so often you'll go to a fair and you'll find the weird stuff. Like they do love their weird stuff every so often. Like I think it's only like a few fairs that actually sell this. I just remembered the deep fried pickles are a thing too. I bet they sell cool liquors too, like the Kool-Aid, the pickles that are like made by pickling them in Kool-Aid mix. But that's not even a fair thing. That's like a country thing. There's like a lot of people in the South that make cool liquors. So we have a lot of interesting food. we have a lot of interesting like fare and like food in the US. But then you can also find a lot of things like funnel cakes. I think deep fried Oreo cookies and like deep fried cookies in general are very common. I know in our fairs we usually have like a hibachi or like Subway, or not Subway, but like a sandwich place or ice cream or something like that, like more traditional stuff. And then every so often you'll get the oddball. Man, talking about pickles, I got a Made in USA pickle a few weeks ago called Hot Mama, and oh, my cousin loves those things. My mom, my cousin, not my mom. I saw the word Hot Mama and I thought of my mom, I guess. But no, my cousin loves the Hot Mama pickles. He gets one every so often as a little treat for himself. No, I can't. I can't. He loves those pickles. I felt like I was drinking urine and consuming something great. Yeah, that's American. That's just American food right there. Get yourself a Mountain Dew, some Dorito chips, and a Hot Mama. There you go, right there. That's some real American grub. Not gonna lie, the smell made me gag. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like outside of the U.S. mention that it has like a really weird, like certain foods have a really weird smell. I don't drink Mountain Dew anymore. Cause like it started messing with my heart. I don't think every food in the U.S. is bad, but I know we have like a lot of like FDA regulations and stuff that like other countries don't necessarily fly with or agree to. So I don't know how much of our food is really like healthy or like great. Also, I don't even know how that food would even like. I'm thinking of like a pickle being sent from the U.S. to like Germany, and I don't even know how that would work. Like I feel like it'd be so like I feel like it'd be extra pickly getting over there. I don't know, man. It's weird. I mean, I guess you bought it at the store. My brain instantly went to the weird situation where it's just like you ordered it online and then just waiting for that pickle to be delivered. No, you probably bought that in the store. I'm sorry, my brain, my brain had a moment there. You know what? I'm going to take a moment to like reset my brain here in just a minute. I'm gonna like suction all these up. I'm gonna let my brain reset. Yeah, there must be a lot of funny chemicals in there as well to stay good over here as well. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna take a sip real quick. Like I know in recent months we only recently just started like banning, what was it, the red food coloring agent. We only recently started doing that. So I know there's like a few other things, and I think a few regulations have actually decreased in recent months. So, but I haven't really been following it lately. So you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it's also the only food I've got, so like, it hasn't killed me yet. It hasn't killed me yet, so I can't really say anything too bad about it. Like it would be cool to try out other places' food, but like I know there's a lot of regulations in the U.S. about trying other people's food too. So I don't know. America's just weird about a lot of things. Like I love my country, but we're very weird about like policies and stuff. I don't know how common like I don't know, like every time I hear about like American food most of the time in other countries, I mostly hear about like snack foods. I mean, I don't really think of a pickle as like a snack food, but like I guess you could argue that like cuz it's one of those pickles that are in like a single it's a pickle in a single pouch, a single pickle. So I guess it could be argued as a snack, but like how common are US like based snacks there in like your area? And like, is there any that like you have a Texas style restaurant here and that one is amazing? Huh? Is it like a Tex-Mex restaurant or like I'm trying to think of what would be considered American food to other people. Because like I'm trying to figure that out, and the only thing I can think of is like McDonald's. I've been there once, and holy, the burgers there were amazing. Yeah, we do make good burgers. We are good at our burgers. They mainly sell burger and mac and cheese. No grits? Ah, no grits. I mean, I guess grits are more like a southern thing too. Well, no, it's a Texas place. They we would surely had grits. Anyway, it's fine. I think there's a lot of food that they don't like always. Like a lot of like southern comfort food doesn't get put. The only snacks I've seen in stores are the pickles and the hot chips. Yeah, that makes a sense. Makes sense. Probably like Ruffles or Lay's or something like that. The radioactive looking ones. Yeah, that makes sense. Which ones? No. Blue colored long ones. Of the chips? Wait, blue colored radioactive ones. I'm trying to think of one that's blue colored and radioactive. Oh, like the Doritos or something. Takis. Okay. Takis. Okay. Yeah, Takis is not... I wasn't thinking of, like, Takis. I was thinking of, like, an actual potato chip or, like, a tortilla chip. No, Takis make sense. Takis make sense. They give me mad diarrhea, but I love the taste. Oh, no. I understand. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, they do that. Man, why does everything that we have become radioactive over there? why do we only sell the radioactive stuff? Oh, no. I'm trying to think of anything that's like specifically from Germany, and I can't think of anything that's like specifically German. They're really pricey though. They cost around $4 US for Taki. No, that's actually about right. I think. What the hell is this? Ancient or just old? I don't know. Normal chips cost between, yeah, no. I think that's actually about accurate over here too. I think maybe they're like $3 or $4 here. I don't even know if I'm right about that. I think Takis are actually pretty expensive over here too. Because our normal chips are like, well, no, I can't even say that. I can't even say that the normal chips are like that. The generic cheap brand chips, because we have a bunch of generic brands, are usually about like $1.50 or $2, and then like the official brands are like higher. So like they're like $3 to $5. Now that is pricey by our standards. Military people buy those for $2, a family size one in their base. Yeah. Yeah, if you want legit brand, you have to pay extra for that. You gotta pay extra for the brand. If you're just wanting a chip, you want to go for like the generic. You gotta get the generic brands for over here. You gotta be cheap if you're just wanting like just a chip. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna say that it's not pricey. It's still pricey by like our standards, but like it still sucks. If you mean typical German sweets, who got some popular chocolate brands? Yeah, I know there's popular chocolate. I just don't know how many of them are actually here. Like my brain was going like Ferrero Rocher, but I don't know if that's actually German. I know there's some really fancy chocolates around here, but like Milka, Lindt, yes, Lindt. I know Lindt's around here. I feel like Reader might be around here somewhere too. But I do remember the chocolate. I think there's like some, I feel like there's some sports stuff that's like German based or something like that too. But I'm not entirely sure.